So let's study how are you going to use the node editors efficiently. So in the nodes editor, there are some things that you should know about it. The first one is the structure of the node itself. So for the node, you will see that each box in the node editor will have boxes connected with lines. Each box, we call it nodes. But it's not only the box, because in the edge of the box, it will have the colored dots on both left and right, depending on the type of the nodes that you have. But the general idea is all dots or color dots on the right-hand side of each node is the output socket, while all dots in the left-hand side are the input socket. And you can see that you can connect each dot by dragging lines from the output of one into the inputs of another. Not only that, the next thing that you should know is the type of the color represent the type of the socket itself. For example, the green dots represent the shader base. So normally we connect the green with the green together, but it is not limited to just connection with the same color, but you can connect cross color also. The gray dots are related to mathematical values. For example, the level of light or the ramp, those kind of things. The yellow dots are about the RGB value, mostly the output image from the outside. For example, the texture that you download and would like to use it in the node editors. The purple dots are factors information. This one used to adjust each node in detail. So if you go to your node editor, you will see something like this. So you have the working space on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side is some options that you can use. But the first one that you should know is the buttons below. The button below is the presentation mode, and normally we will use the first one, which is the shader node, but if you have so many nodes in, you may need the second one, which is the composite node, and the last one is for the texture. And also the next three buttons, the first one is we are working with objects, but at the same time you can use this node to work with the world environment and also the lines effects. But by default, we mostly use the shader and also the objects. The next thing is the interaction within the node editor. The interaction within the node editor is pretty similar to the interaction within the 3D space. So you have middle mouse score, right? And you can use middle mouse to just click and drag it around if you would like to move. Then in each node is like one object. You can click one and arbitrarily move, and then you can hold shift key and click like this in order to select multiple. Then you can just press G and move it around. So later, if you have a lot of nodes, you may need to move them together like this. And beside that, you can do other things. For example, shift, do the right click on a node, and then you do shift D in order to duplicate it. And also you can just use X or delete key. So simply you can do similar thing as the keys that you use in the 3D viewport. After you know how to create nodes within the node editor and do simple adjustment, next let's see how can you adjust those nodes in order to have a nice shading.